6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Working from the gun, Wentz. He'll get this complete to Jalen Reagor. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. Left side here to Sanders. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, on maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on 1st down. They're ahead of the chains now.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wentz. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Give him the 3rd down conversion. 5 yards on the play.
At the 42-yard line.
On play action, Wentz. Looking deep for his tight end, Ertz. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll run with Sanders. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. It'll be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
On 2nd and goal, Wentz toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Jalen Reagor was the intended receiver, but now it's 3rd and goal.
A lot of times it's that first read that you had. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
About a half yard from the end zone, 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Wentz. Flush to his right. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
Going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. Saquon Barkley, a man who played collegiately here in the Keystone State. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big 1st down to get away from the end zone. Saquon Barkley. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Davion Taylor there to bring him down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, Cooper. Quick hitter here, it's complete. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
6 yards.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And this will be a Giants first down as he'll take this forward to the 27. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They'll let the QB keep it here off the option. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
2nd and 2.
Operating from the gun, Cooper, and he fires one incomplete. The intended target, Saquon Barkley, and it's 3rd and short.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. First carry now for Gus Edwards. And he will have a Giants first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. A 3-yard gain and enough for the first down.
First down, New York.
From the gun, Cooper. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Still 9 yards to go on second down from the 27. Now it's Barkley. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first.
A 2-yard gain on the
We're scoreless after 1.
third down.
Giant football, and we're ready to begin the second quarter. They're on the march, but facing a third down here. Play action. Cooper finds his tight end Ingram. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And that'll set him back 5. So the Giants now are going to turn it over to their field goal unit. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. And that hits the right upright and caroms away. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that hollow metal sound is the bane of any kicker's existence. And here, that sound is going to keep our game scoreless.
And you can see him give that body English as the ball was in the air. Come on, baby, come on. But no dice that time.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive, missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you know, you've put something out there, you've given yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the post. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
And 5 at the 41-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Off the play fake. Cooper. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them, that's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra.
It's caught inside the 25. And he is finally out of bounds, but he gets all the way down right around the 20.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they've been seeking.
Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Another try after the first down sack. Cooper, they'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. That's complete right around the 8. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Cooper. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
It is good.
And he's able to put it through.
Is the game at 7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
At the 30-yard line.
Sanders here as they run out of the gun. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On 2nd and 7, Wentz. That'll be caught. Rager with it. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 16. A gain there of 21 yards.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Into the red zone. Wentz. Got a man open. It's Ertz. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Zach Ertz, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles have taken the lead.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone to give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
A little 360. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Now Cooper throwing on first down. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
It's a gain of 11, and it's 3rd down.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Operating from the gun, Cooper. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Here's a quick throw out wide to Humphries. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch, maybe you move some motion, maybe you put them on the backside of a formation, and all of a sudden you've got a better matchup. Every now and then, the offensive guys, they figure a way to get him open, even with everyone keeping eyes on him.
And that's certainly a guy they want to keep trying to scheme open.
52's the mic, right here on that, right? 52's the mic.
Throwing again on second down. Cooper. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he's going to take this close to the first down marker as he stopped at the Eagles' 29. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
5. First down, New York.
A first down carry for Barkley. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
3 at the Eagles' 17-yard line.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll run with Barkley. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
If they're going to get a first down out of this, they're going to have to earn it because there's been tough going on the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. Going to be some contact going on.
9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. A handoff to Barkley on the option. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. They'll give him a yard on the play. And this long drive is going to continue as they move the chains again. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the gun, they go to Edwards. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Eagles. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
The fumble on first down now. Here's 2nd down. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. 14 yards. And the Giants have tied it here, and they can take the lead if they hit the PAT. Well, we've talked about it before. You know, this jet sweep, something a lot of teams like to run nowadays, and this one winds up in the end zone.
And it is all about creating different ways to get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. And Wasn't it interesting that prior to this game, the head coach told us, I saw this sitting in my chair watching a Tuesday night college game and decided to implement it myself.
At their own 25-yard line.
At the line, this Philly offense set to go. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. On 2nd and 9, Wentz. This ball complete to Rager. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one good for 37 yards.
At the 36-yard line.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Wentz. Hauled in over the middle by Rager. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a 1st down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
On 1st and 10, and Sanders. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
He hasn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
13.
If you know, you know. That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. It's Sanders. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
On 2nd and 7, Wentz caught left side. It's Beckham. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
3rd and 3.
Throwing now is Wentz. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Barkley. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
And it's 3rd down.
Back to throw. Cooper. Dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the fourth quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Check 26, check 26.
Again, it's Barkley. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete.
Cooper's pass.
The first down screen pass, good for 5. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
On 2nd down, it's Edwards. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
The ball carrier.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
And it's 3rd down.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. On the run, it's Barkley. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. He'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll give him a fresh set of downs. They keep it with Barkley on first down. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the fourth quarter. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. This is Barkley. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. Shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Giants are going to jump back in front. He's got it, and it's now a 21-16 lead.
Giants 21, Eagles 16.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. Back to throw. Wentz. He's going to let it fly. It's caught inside the 25. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth. Wow. Wow. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the fourth quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for 2 to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3. To throw is Wentz. And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they've upped their lead to 3.
Giants 21.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble, bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. He's back to throw. Pass caught left side by Humphries. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as the understand where they are on the field?
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. On first down, Barkley. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 12 yards there and a first down. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
Out of bounds at the 31-yard line. A 7-yard pickup.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. He'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Barkley, incomplete. Darius Slay on the coverage.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. This to potentially send us to overtime. And that is no good. Wide to the right. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, they got themselves in position to at least entertain the thoughts of an overtime, but as it turns out, it was not meant to be, Charles.
And you feel bad for a kicker in this spot. He's going to have to shoulder a lot of the